The Midnight Melody of Forgotten Whispers. Once upon a time, in a sleepy little village, nestled in the heart of the countryside, there was a quaint old house. This house was unlike any other in the village. Its walls held secrets, and its windows whispered stories of days long gone. The house belonged to an elderly woman named Agnes. She was known as the keeper of forgotten whispers. Every night, as the clock struck midnight, Agnes would sit in her creaky rocking chair, surrounded by the soft glow of candlelight. She believed that at this magical hour, the house would come alive with the murmurs of memories. One particularly chilly night, as the wind howled outside and the moon bathed the village in silver light, Agnes began her ritual. She closed her eyes and listened with all her might. And there it was, the faintest, gentlest melody of forgotten whispers. The whispers spoke of love letters hidden away in dusty attics, of children's laughter echoing through the halls, and of secrets shared under the old oak tree in the garden. Agnes smiled, for she cherished these whispers more than anything. But on this night, something extraordinary happened. As she listened, the whispers grew stronger and more distinct. They beckoned her, urging her to follow the melody into the darkest corner of the house. With trembling hands, Agnes held her candle high and ventured into the labyrinthine corridors of her home. The whispers led her deeper and deeper until she reached a room she had never seen before. It was a room filled with memories, photographs, trinkets, and old letters. Each one held a piece of someone's life, waiting to be remembered. As she explored the room, Agnes came across an old, dusty journal. Its pages were filled with faded ink, but she could still make out the words. It was the journal of a young artist named Eleanor, who had lived in the house many years ago. Eleanor's words spoke of dreams, of a lost love, and of her passion for painting the beauty of the village. Agnes felt a deep connection with Eleanor's story. She realized that these forgotten whispers were a gift, a way for her to keep the memories of the house and its former inhabitants alive. With newfound determination, she decided to restore the old house, to share its history with the world. Word spread quickly, and people from all around came to visit the house. Agnes opened its doors, and the whispers became laughter, tears, and shared stories once more. The house that had been a silent observer for so long was now a vibrant part of the village community. And so, the midnight melody of forgotten whispers continued to echo through the old house, but it was no longer a lonely song. It was a symphony of memories, a reminder that the past should never be truly forgotten. In that sleepy little village, the house became a place where people could connect with their roots, where stories were told and memories cherished. It was a place where the midnight melody of forgotten whispers lived on, a timeless song that would forever echo in the hearts of those who listened. Echoes from the Enchanted Lighthouse. In a small coastal village, there stood a lighthouse that held a secret. It was no ordinary lighthouse, it was enchanted. The villagers often spoke in hushed tones about the mysterious happenings around the lighthouse, but no one knew the full story. The lighthouse was perched on a rocky cliff overlooking the sea, its bright beam guiding ships safely to shore. Yet, it was during the quiet nights, when the moon hung low in the sky, that the enchantment revealed itself. One moonlit evening, a curious young girl named Lily decided to investigate. She couldn't resist the allure of the lighthouse's soft, ethereal glow. As the clock struck midnight, she climbed the steep path that led to the cliff. As she reached the top, the lighthouse seemed to come to life. Its light transformed into a gentle, shimmering mist that enveloped her. Lily felt a tingling sensation, and suddenly she could hear whispers in the wind. They were echoes of stories from the past, tales of brave sailors and their adventures on the sea. With each whisper, Lily was transported to another time. She stood on the deck of a grand ship, feeling the salty breeze on her face. She witnessed a daring rescue of a shipwrecked crew, and she marveled at the constellations that guided them home. The enchantment continued to weave its magic, and Lily found herself reliving moments of joy, sorrow, and love. She met fishermen who sang hauntingly beautiful sea shanties, and saw families gather around bonfires on the beach. One night, she heard the story of a lonely sailor who had carved his hopes and dreams onto a piece of driftwood, casting it into the sea. Lily's heart ached for him, and she wished she could have given him the company he longed for. As the sun began to rise, the enchantment slowly faded, and Lily returned to the present. She realized that the lighthouse was a keeper of memories, a guardian of the village's rich history. Its whispers were a gift, a way for the past to live on in the hearts of those who listened. Lily visited the lighthouse often, learning more about her village's heritage with each midnight encounter. She shared the stories she heard with her fellow villagers, and soon, the enchantment became a cherished part of their lives. The lighthouse's glow remained a guiding light for sailors, but now, it also served as a reminder of the village's enduring spirit. It was a place where the past and present coexisted, where the echoes of bygone days whispered to those who sought to listen. And so, the enchanted lighthouse continued to illuminate the night, sharing its stories and secrets with those who ventured to its rocky cliff. It was a beacon of history and wonder, a place where echoes from the past danced in harmony with the present. The secret keepers of the starlit garden. In a quiet neighborhood, nestled between bustling streets and tall buildings, there was a hidden gem known only to a few. It was called the Starlit Garden, a small oasis of green in the heart of the city. The garden was not just a place of beauty, it held a secret known to only a handful of people. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the sky turned into a canvas of stars, a group of friends would gather in the garden. They called themselves the Secret Keepers, and their mission was simple, but extraordinary: to keep the magic of the garden alive. The Secret Keepers consisted of 4 members: Sarah, a young artist with a wild imagination; Michael, an elderly gentleman with a twinkle in his eye; Lily, a shy botanist with a deep love for plants; and Max, an amateur astronomer who could name every star in the night sky. Each evening, they would meet under the ancient oak tree at the heart of the garden. Sarah would bring her paints and brushes, Michael his old guitar, Lily her gardening tools, and Max his telescope. They believed that this garden was a place where dreams could come true. As the night sky came alive with stars, Sarah would paint scenes of fantastical worlds on the garden walls. Her artwork transformed the garden into a mystical realm, where anything seemed possible. Michael's guitar strummed gentle melodies, and the music seemed to resonate with the plants. Flowers bloomed brighter, and leaves rustled in harmony with the tunes he played. Lily tended to the garden's plants with great care. She whispered secrets to them and believed that they grew healthier and more vibrant when they felt loved. Max, with his telescope, would introduce the others to the wonders of the night sky. He showed them planets, constellations, and distant galaxies, filling their minds with the vastness of the universe. But the true magic happened when they all joined together. Sarah's artwork, Michael's music, Lily's care, and Max's knowledge combined to create a synergy that could not be explained by science alone. It was as if the garden absorbed their creativity and love, and in return, it granted their wishes. One evening, Sarah wished for fireflies to fill the garden, and suddenly, thousands of them appeared, casting a warm, golden glow. Another night, Michael sang a song about shooting stars, and shooting stars streaked across the sky as if in response. Lily's wish for rare flowers to bloom led to the discovery of a unique, bioluminescent species that illuminated the garden at night. Max, inspired by a meteor shower, made a wish, and a brilliant meteor shower painted the night sky. The secret keepers knew they were the guardians of this magical place, entrusted with its secrets. They never sought fame or fortune, they were content with the simple joy of keeping the magic alive. Over time, the legend of the Starlit Garden grew, and more people were drawn to its enchantment. But the secret keepers knew that the true magic lay not in the garden itself, but in the friendship, creativity, and love they shared under the starlit sky. And so, they continued to meet every evening, whispering their wishes to the garden, and in return, it whispered back with stardust dreams and moonbeam secrets. The starlit garden remained a haven of magic, a place where the ordinary could become extraordinary, all because of the secret keepers and their unwavering belief in the power of imagination.